Well, the Paycheck Protection Program established by Congress under the CARES Act provided vital relief to small businesses hit hard by the coronavirus pandemic. But now many owners are raising concerns about how receiving a PPP loan may impact their taxes. For more, I want to bring in the Executive Director of the Coalition of Franchisee Associations, Misty Chally. Hi, Misty. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
What are the concerns that you're hearing from franchise owners about how receiving a PPP loan may impact their taxes?
Well, the concern is that although the PPP loans, when received, are not included as taxable income, and we certainly thank Congress for passing that, the IRS came out with a notice much later saying that the money that you spend, the items that you spend with that money, will be considered taxable and cannot be deducted as a business expense when you purchase items or pay payroll or pay your rent. Things that would ordinarily be deducted are no longer allowed to be deducted. So this wasn't, a tax-free, loan or grant from the government, which was the intent.
The Senate GOP's skinny stimulus bill was blocked by Democrats today. That bill did include an extension of the PPP. Are there businesses at this time that are still looking for more support that would have taken advantage of the program?
Absolutely. Businesses are clearly still hurting, and the extended PPP lending program would apply to those specific businesses that still are not meeting part of their goals that they were at last year. So I think if you hit a certain threshold in income losses, then you are eligible for this next round of PPP loans. So it's not going to go to everybody, but it is going to go, if it passed, it would go to the hardest hit.
Another key part of that legislation was also liability protections for businesses. Republicans have been calling for this while Democrats are against it. Why is it important for such protections to be passed for these business owners?
That is one of our top priorities. Having business owners protected from frivolous lawsuits when they are complying with the law and the health and safety standards of the federal, state, and local governments is crucial, because if you are being hit as a business owner with claims of, I caught COVID in your restaurant and related claims, you're going to spend all of your time fighting those claims and all of your money fighting those claims when you don't have that. You're just trying to stay in business. So, and similarly, if employees are making similar claims or taking advantage of a system that is very strained right now, that's a big concern. So we need to limit these claims to actual legitimate claims where an employer is acting in bad faith, not doing the right things, and not complying with the law. We're fully in support of those types of claims, but it's those people that are taking advantage of the system that we're trying to prevent.
Speaking of taking advantage of the system, the DOJ did announce new charges today against 57 people who committed fraud under the Paycheck Protection Program, receiving loans they did not qualify for and misusing that money. Have you heard that fraudulent claims may have blocked any business owners who were actually in need from receiving the support they needed?
I haven't heard those that those funds have blocked anybody. I know that there was a surplus of funding in that second round of PPP loans, and so that our franchisees could get another round if they needed it. But certainly we don't support any type of fraudulent claims or any unsubstantiated documentation that would lead to those claims. We want this money to go to the people that need it most.
All right, Misty Chally, the Executive Director of the Coalition of Franchisee Associations, joining us to discuss the concerns about how receiving a PPP loan may impact a small business's taxes. Thanks so much for coming on the show today.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.